what we're going to teach you tonight is how to reach your audience with digital advertising in stores. Now, I want you to think about this. How many people do you know that run a home-based business that do not have the ability to advertise in the local grocery store down the street from their home? Probably 90%, 99%. But what we're saying is we're going to help you connect with your household and households in your community. So who are the decision makers in your community? Those people are the ones that do a lot of the grocery shopping at homes. And here's the great thing about it. Grocery stores have high foot traffic because they're the local anchor to a community. But I want you to think about this. How much time when you go shopping for groceries do you yourself spend in your local grocery store? Now, what if you had a business? I want you to think about it. Because remember, Yereq is about helping you not just with your Yereq business, but helping you overall with all businesses you associate with. Even though we're a renewable energy company, we also are a marketing company for you. And as an owner, you own part of Yereq Media. So imagine we're going to teach you how to connect with every grocery store, every pharmacy across the United States. And I want you to think about this. What if you live in Australia? Well, if you have a product that can be shipped to the United States, you too can advertise in the U.S. grocery stores. Because a lot of people are going to say, well, how does this help me if I live in Canada or if I live in Europe or if I live in Africa or if I live in the Philippines? Here's the great thing about Yereq. We're always teaching you how to be successful in every aspect of running a business. So the biggest benefit for you tonight is to learn about how we're going to teach you how to advertise inside of convenience stores, inside of grocery stores. Why would you want to do that? Well, grocery TV started in 2016. Basically, they've been around for a minute. Now they're a part of the Yereq Media Network. Very important to help you understand, outside of our EV chargers, outside of our electric products, outside of our home saver products, outside of you who are fortunate enough to have EV units being set up in Las Vegas. We're doing a site survey tomorrow with our electrician. So again, being able to advertise your business into a local grocery store, advertise your service or your product's a big deal. So basically 2022, they did a Series B, raised $30 million. Now they're part of Yereq. If anybody buys grocery store advertising and you're one of our Yereq owners, guess what? That 5% pool also, the 5% pool, if you're an owner, also comes out of advertising. And again, being tech forward, the headquarters in Austin, Texas, and many of you know, I am from the great country of Texas. So again, these are our cousins, and we call them kin folks in Texas. But long story short, wherever you are, if you're part of Yereq, you're part of our team too. Okay? So now, let's talk about it. The grocery store sites are the center of all communities. Every community, 98% of the shoppers that buy food go to the same building, normally, within a half a mile or a mile of the home. 98% of grocery shoppers influence household purchases. Now, why would this be so important for you as a Yereq owner? Imagine a country that has mandated, or a state that has mandated, that all people will be driving electric vehicles. Where would you think would be the best place for you to advertise your Yereq business? I want you to think about that statement. It is mandated that by 2035, all cars that are manufactured have to be electric. Now, where would you think would be the best place for you to advertise in your community? And remember, like I said, even if you don't live in the United States and you're a Yereq owner, you can buy advertisement and advertise, again, into a zip code of your choice, into a store where 98% of people who live around that community shop at least 2 times a week. 67% of people who go to local grocery stores go to big box stores, 67% go to Walmart or Target or superstores. Imagine again, let's say you're already upgraded, you're already an owner in Yereq, right? What if you knew someone that wasn't in Yereq and they wanted to advertise in Walmart? How would you help me if you didn't know about this presentation? Advertise in the local Sam's Club, advertise in the local Smith's, advertise in the local Winn-Dixie. If you think about it, because our technology is mandated that people will have to buy an electric car, where would be the best place to advertise your Yereq business? In the grocery store. Imagine 98% of people in the community will be in front of your ad. 64% of them remember brands they saw on billboards or in digital stores. Let me give an example. If we know that we're promoting EV chargers installed in homes, if you know we're going to be selling our Alien car line to people who will have to buy an EV car, again, what is the most valuable place that you can advertise your business in a community? The grocery store. So I want you to think about this from the point of view is that 24% of the pharmacies also have display ads. The typical convenience store will have our display ads showing at the gas pump. Many of you who've been with the company for more than 90 days have heard me say that in the future, we're going to show you where your outdoor ads are. And guess what? 4 months ago, today we're delivering what we told you we're going to do on the 29th of March. So here's the great thing about it. We have a timeline we're sticking to. If you've been with Yereq for 3 or 4 months, you literally are seeing us follow a timeline and deliver everything as promised. Now, many of you are going to ask the question, I'm going to answer it for you now. Sure, if you sell Mary Kay or you sell Avon or you sell some other home-based business, or maybe you make, floral displays at home, or maybe you make Beanie Babies, or maybe you have a family project. If you are a Yereq member or a Yereq owner, yes, you can buy the advertising and promote another business. So let me get that out of the way, because I know that when we talked about bringing this to market 4 months ago, a lot of people asked that question, well, John, hold up. If it's only for Yereq and our Yereq business only, what about the business I'm doing? Can I use the media for that too? The answer is yes. If you have a church, a synagogue, or a location where you want to advertise Sunday services or maybe your Saturday services, perfect medium, advertise on TV in the local grocery store. So again, a lot of things that we're teaching you in Yereq is really how to do real business. A lot of people say how to 10x your business. Yereq's about 100x any business. So again, let's talk about this. We're a full-service store network. As you see when you go to the candy section, digital display TV ads are above that candy section. They're mounted above and on the outside of the aisle. When you go into the store, they're in the corridor of the door you're going through. When you're leaving the store or maybe picking up your shopping cart, the digital display is in the corner. When you're looking for Boost or whatever products on the shelf, digital display is hanging from the ceilings in pharmacies. So the interest of a store, the end of the store, we're a full-service network. Many of you who don't have media backgrounds, and those who do, I know you'll appreciate this. We already were installed in 3,600 stores as of a couple months ago. You're going to find out in a minute how many stores we're installed in right now. So again, let's talk about it again. When you do your video ads with our art department, with Art and with Reed, or maybe you have your own videos for your own business, as long as you know someone that either is an owner in Yereq, or as long as you know somebody that has a Yereq URL, you can purchase this for your own business. Physically. 4.5 months ago, I said we've been delivering a TV network for you to be in all of the grocery stores and local convenience stores and local pharmacies. Now you're seeing we're delivering. So again, it's very important that I want you to use your imagination. Who do you know that needs this type of advertising? So if you're running your Yereq business, I want you to be proud of what I'm going to show you. So this is a fast-growing network, rapidly growing network with a national reach. Right now, as of a little while back, we're in 3,694 stores with 19,008 displays. And that's what I knew and how I knew months ago this is going to be coming for you. The other thing is, look at this, 43 million unique visitors. I want you to think about that by itself. You see all the dots on the screen. You see the Shape Right, Smart and Final, Cub Foods, Winn-Dixie, Cardonis. All these are places we're already in. 200 valued retail location partners. You as an owner in Yereq now are a part of this. So the great thing about what we're doing is this is a network we promised you a couple months ago. Think about it. If I'm trying to get you to buy an EV charger from my website, we're going to help you with your videos, going to provide you some stock videos like we're doing now. One of the reasons that Yereq is growing the way it's growing is the video ads you paid for $99 or $9.97. Remember, those ads are created to brand the company. Some of you might see people scanning your QR code and joining your team that you don't even know. But the biggest benefit is, remember, when we first started Yereq, we said when you buy the $99 a month package or the $9.97, our first focus is to brand the company. Yereq's website right now is getting thousands of views a day right now because of you owners who stepped up and paid the $99 a month or the $9.97. One of the benefits of what we're showing is what we promised you months ago now. Now your $9.97 and your $9.99 just got elevated. So you're not, if you're already paying $9.99, we're going to be migrating a lot of the ads that you're paying for every month onto this network. You do not have to come and buy this because you're already an owner. If you choose to buy it outside of your ownership, then this is just additional advertising for you. So again, if you're already an owner, did your $99 a month or your $9.97, this is actually being incorporated into the ads that we already have running for you. So again, 1.3 billion impressions. I'm going to say that real slow because, you know, sometimes I speak like I really am from Texas. 1.3 billion monthly impressions. Now, I want you to think about what I just said. What other business have you been in or associated with as an owner doing 1.3 billion monthly impressions? 276 million monthly visits. Imagine if we only get, this is us talking about the EV business, right? So I know the president wants 500,000 EV stations installed. What if, hypothetically, in the next 2 years, we just get 10% of the monthly visits because we're advertising in more grocery stores and pharmacies than any other EV company in America or in the world? Could you imagine being the largest EV company in the world in less than 24 months and you're an owner? I want you to think about that for a minute because numbers don't lie, people do. I mean, I want you really to think about that, and now I'm going to show you this. Think of it, 2019, 2020, it's 2023. Oh, my God. Now we're in 6,000 stores. I want to make sure you hear what it said. 6,000 stores, 34,087 displays. As of 2023, we're in 6,000 stores, and we're on, and numbers don't lie, it's in front of you, 34,087 displays. Now think about when we said we had a plan to be the largest EV or renewable energy company in the world. This is part of our strategic rollout. And I want you to do a Willy Wonka with me for a second. If we're in 6,000 stores, and if you're an owner, and you've been doing a good job getting your people commission straightened out, genealogy tree, you've been a good owner helping your people open up the emails that come from corporate. As a good owner in that 5% pool, what if every month in the stores that we're in, we just get 10. I want you to think about this as an owner, because you got to look at your ownership. You got to take it dead serious. If 6,000 stores each just gets us 10 customers a month buying renewable energy, or buying an energy saver, or buying a router, or buying a EV charger, last I checked, even where I'm at in Las Vegas, 6,000 times 10 is 60,000 a month. You realize at 60,000, with a minimum of just 10 sales per store, we are the largest renewable energy sales company in the world. This is one of the reasons that if you're new to Yereq, thank you for being our new partners. If you've been around for a couple of months, now you get to see us deliver what's been promised, to be the largest renewable energy company in the world. Now, I know those people over there with the red company and, with the cars and with the spaceships going to Mars. I know who they are. We know who they are. But here's the bottom line. It's time for a change, because here's the deal. The largest EV network in the world, which we know what company that is, I want you to ask yourself one question today. Just one question. Other than the man that runs the company, and this is a very important question if you're an owner in Yereq, can you name one person that's a billionaire from that company other than the man who bought Twitter? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to think about my challenge. I just said if we just get 10 sales from each store, 6,000 stores, that's 60,000 customers a month, and overnight we become the largest renewable energy company in the world. And if you're in that 5% pool and you own shares and you own tokens, ask yourself the question I asked. That other company, the big company now, how many, or can you name just one billionaire other than the man who founded it? See, that's what makes Yereq different. Everyone who buys the $99, $9.97 is an owner with shares gifted to them because you didn't buy them, with tokens gifted to you because you didn't buy them. And if we're running 60,000 new customers a month, there is nobody that can compete with this company. And the key word you got to understand is you own it. That is so important for me to take that 1 second to make sure you think about how big the other company is. They're not our competition. They're kind of our role model. But the difference is we're going to have 10,000 owners. And if this company is doing 60,000 customers a month, I want you, if it's the first time in our meeting, to think about, have you ever heard an opportunity where you could be an owner for as low as $99 a month, and you're hearing someone who founded the company tell you that we're already in 6,000 stores, and we're only wanting 10 customers per store. And if you choose to join us tonight and become an owner, you're a part of the story. So again, let's go to the next one. A valuable audience. It's very valuable because why do brands work with us? So we have clients. We're not a startup. Why do brands work with us? Because reaching the decision maker is how a brand influences a household. If 98% of grocery shoppers are influences on the household, they will be the ones making decisions on what kind of EV car they'll buy, they'll be making the decision on what kind of EV station they'll purchase to install. Same thing, growing awareness. Remember what I always said when we first started the company? Branding will beat sales any day. And a lot of people did challenge me on that when we first started. They're like, well, John, if all the advertising brands a company, no one will know about me. See, that's an inexperienced person who's never run a multi-million-dollar company before. Okay? I've done 2 publics. This ain't my first rodeo. So what I'm saying to you is that if people know the name of your company, they'll buy from you faster. If you just brand yourself, which was some of the questions in the original, why do we spend the $99, John, to be an owner, and it's promoting the company, even though our URL will take people to my link, because branding will always outsell individuals branding themselves. It's better to understand that when I say Apple, you don't think of Bill Gates, you think of still Steve Jobs. See, he gets a piggyback, even though he's passed on the brand. When I say Xerox it back in the day, showing my age, or I say fax it, see, here's the thing. You don't know if you're a millennial, that went over your head right now. But y'all who were with me and the baby boomers, you remember what it was like to fax something or a Xerox it. Or if I say, can you get me a handkerchief? Well, wait a minute. How about just get me a Kleenex? See, this is where branding removes the product itself. So again, brand awareness in demographics is what makes us more powerful than anything out there as a renewable energy company. Same thing. You can target your market. You can target what city. All this is part of Yereq Media. You can target what grocery store. You can target whether you're looking for older people in New York or just people 18 to 34, or a male or a female, married, gender. You can target all of that, but here's the cool part. You don't have to. We have experts in our department that do all this for you. You just tell us where you want your ad to go. Same thing. Quality location. These are places where you have leverage, high traffic, high touch. Basically, sometimes people will be in the store up to 30 minutes. Advertise your brand in safe spaces. Supermarkets are trusted. I know we have a lot of places that are being violated with trust today, but the supermarket is still a place where you can go and relax, buy food, buy fruit, and buy your groceries. The other thing is tap into recession-resistant industry. Now, I want you to think about all the crazy thing going on with interest rates. How many of you, because interest rates keep going up, have protested and stopped eating for the last 6 months? I want you to think about how crazy that sounded. You're so mad about interest rates going up. You're protesting. You're not going to the grocery store at all. You quit eating. Now, I know that's not realistic because even in a recession or a depression, your stomach doesn't care. So this is the perfect market to brand your business as an owner. Same thing, high impact. You launch. You see that advertisement going up there? Cheese worth losing. Imagine if you never, as a home-based business, were able to advertise into a store, a Whole Foods, a whatever. This is your chance as a Yereq owner to be able to promote your own business. And here's the question. People are going to go, but John, I've got a lot of people in my community or a lot of people in my state in Yereq. Well, that's great. Because if you saturate the Yereq name, everybody's going to know you. Everybody's going to know the name. Think about how much easier it is for you if everybody in your community knows that Yereq's all about renewable energy. When you say, oh, yeah, we are great. Yeah, you're the guys that save 30% a month on somebody's utility. Oh, wait, no. My buddy bought one of those alien cars. My friend is a Yereq dealer. He told me that my friend bought the car and he got paid blank, blank, blank. I'm not getting into that right now. But every person who chooses to become a Yereq dealer for the alien brand, guess where you can advertise? Where the decision makers are. Even if you don't sell the alien brand, you can sell our EV chargers. You can sell our other products that we're going to have. So this gives you a foot up on anybody competing with you with a like product. So again, Who are our partners? This is what's important. Listen, and I sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but if you've never owned a company and you own part of this company, I want you to ask yourself, I'm probably sure you never could name the other billionaires in that certain T company. But here's the funny part. If you've been with Yereq for over 30 days, you had a billionaire partner on a Zoom call a few weeks ago. Ask yourself a simple question. When was the last time, if you've been in for a while, you had anybody invite a billionaire to a Zoom call in a company you own? Should be crickets. So again, some of the advertising partners are Hershey, Hillshire, Pepsi, Campbell's, you see T-Mobile, AT&T. These are people using our network right now. Now, I say this with respect. If you have more experience in these companies on the screen, then maybe we need to have you give us some advice. But if you don't, the smartest person who owns a business is the best leader that follows. If you recognize a company like Chase or American Express or Bank of America, if they're advertising on this network and you're able to get it at almost 90% less than what they spend to brand themselves, I think that's called a clue in Texas where I'm from. Same thing, insurance companies. If you're an independent insurance agent and your company allows you to advertise, you might want to use this to promote your insurance. If you are a real estate agent, you might want to use this to promote your MLS listings in the local grocery store, in the market, wherever you promote. So again, you're not going to find a better opportunity as a business person than working with Yereq, whether you're promoting your renewable energy business as our partner, or you think about this. If you're buying ads for your own insurance company, do you realize every person that decides to become a Yereq owner, that 5% pool still gets paid on you promoting your insurance company, which has nothing to do with us, except for we own Yereq Media? So every partner that owns Stout or sharing this company, any client that's outside of Yereq that buys advertisement from your website pays all of the partners in the 5% pool. So again, get connected, all that. That's what we're focused on. Our Chief Media Officer, Reed Mitnick, we got to give him credit. He brought the platform to our company. The biggest benefit is this is not something that's coming. It's already live on the new site. We'll be doing more in-depth training on this. Very important. But again, this is what the displays look like. Oh, again, just want to highlight what it looks like. This is another one that either hangs from the ceiling or on the overhead. But I want to push something to you. On the website, it's $9.97. There's a typo there. I need to fix that. So it's $9.97 versus $3,500. Well, it's a $2,500 savings a month. So you literally are getting you're getting 50,000 ads a month streamed into a grocery store for $997. We'll fix that before we send this out to the field for $997. But the bottom line is 50,000 ads in a local a local grocery store and a pharmacy is incredible. I'm talking incredible. And guess what? When you look at it, where do you find your customers? Because a lot of you are going to say, oh, my God, something else to sell. Well, here's the thing. Salespeople make money. And it's always the 10% rule. But here, you've got 37 million prospects in America that we're going to send this out to you. That could be a prospect, or you run your own business. So bottom line is, what's in it for you? Can you do this? Is it worth your time? Our famous slogan. Well, let's just say 50,000 grocery ads a month, power of 10. Let's assume you sell 10 accounts a month. That's $48,850 a month. And this is no income guarantee. These are just examples only. So the revenue at 20% is you're making $9,970 a month. What if you are a person in an MLM company? How fast would it take you to get people in another organization to buy 50 counts a month. Now, let's be from Texas for a hot minute. If you have 1,000 or 500 or 700 people, 2,000, 8,000 people in another business, what if that was 500 accounts? What if you sold 500 accounts in 12 months? Remember, this is actually a reoccurring monthly $997. So imagine 500 accounts is $498,500. At 20%, that'd be $99,700 a month. Well, that actually would be $1,196,400 a year if, hypothetically, not a guarantee, if you had 500 customers a month paying, say you did it over 12 months. And you hadn't heard me talk about recruiting, have you? So when I talked to you about Yereq being something you've never seen before, these are just examples of what can be done, whether you build your team with this tool or you have a team or you're a broker, real estate agent, what have you. Let's look at the unit level. Our unit level, the first level, it's a 5-level unit level. Get paid 20%. So you have 10 people that sell one ad, so that's $9,970. You make $1,994. Second level, if you get those 10 to do the same, 5% commission. Again, going back to, $99,700, $4,985. Third level, 3%, got 1,000 people sell one ad. That's $997,000. So that month, or maybe 12 months from now, you have the opportunity to make $29,910. Let's see the fourth level, 2%. Double the 10 again. So you're at basically 100,000 people, or 10,000 people, sorry. You're at actually 9,970,000. So that month, if you have just, 10,000 people, whether it's a month, a year, or whatever, numbers don't lie, people do. So you'd be making either a year or that month $199,400. Example. About that fifth level, say you stay in this business for 2 years, and maybe you do nothing but sell the ads. Maybe you never sell on EV charger. Maybe you know the 37 million real estate insurance agents, CPAs, all the car insurance companies, local car dealerships. Maybe you have a big organization in Yereq on your own team. Maybe you have 100,000 people that are owners in Yereq on your team. Well, last time I checked, again, if you have 100,000 people, that's $99,700,000. That commission on the fifth level by itself would be $4,085,000. Totaled up, if that was a perfect situation, which we know never happens, it will be $5,221,299. Now, I want you to think about what I said. What if this is just the company, not your team? At the net profit of 5%, every person in Yereq, if you are an owner, you get paid off. But again, this is just an example of income only. We wanted to introduce this product to you before we go in pushing into the April 1st environment, because at the end of the day, this week has all been about marketing, getting your emails read, getting your commissions caught up, or even paying you early in some cases, at the same time working on your genealogy tree. But we wanted to throw this to you now so that you understand you've never seen anything like Yereq. In most cases, you've never owned a company like Yereq. And again, if you know it's a fact that 98% of the people in your community shop at the same grocery store, and you're promoting a business that's mandated by the government that by 2035, all manufacturers have to manufacture EV cars. By 2035, many of you don't know that most homes have to have solar on them, or you will pay a solar tax. So what I want to leave you with is, what's in it for me? Can I do it? Is it worth my time? Well, let's read the disclaimer. This may not be for everybody. We make no guarantees of income. You probably make money with this platform's compensation plan and duplication system. No recruiting required for income. There is no income guarantee. You'll be paid based on your own effort and team skills, because we want to be transparent, clear, and 100% honest with you. Before joining this program, we're not giving you financial advice or any legal advice. We want you to get your advice from a third party to make sure that the $7 trillion journey we're on, if you want to be an owner, you're in the right place at the right time. If you want to be somebody's distributor, if you want to be somebody's rep, if you want to be somebody's agent, or if you want to be somebody's affiliate, this probably is not the place for you. We're looking for owners, not workers. With that being said, thank you for letting me present our Promise Grocery and Pharmacy Delivery Advertising Network. More back to you, and thank you for having me.